Hey friends and family, welcome back to Gold Projects, Gold Autos. How have you all been? I hope you've been having a great and wonderful new year, or start of the new year, and that this last year, 2019, was amazing for you. Hopefully the new year brings you more success and prosperity and health and family vibes. Um, so let me explain what's going on. I wanted to introduce some acquisitions that I got. If you've been following my Instagram at Gold Projects Gold Autos, you know of what I've picked up. But if you haven't, I will show you here in a few. I've been kind of getting a little resourceful, trying to find something that would be a fun little cruiser and everything for the family to go on. I got, a wife and a few kids, so I would try to do some car meets and shows and cruises and stuff, even if it's to get some donuts. The kids love it. So just wanted to let you know on what I was able to pick up. Um, I've had some success here with the car I'm about to show you. Finding it, getting it, took about 2.5 years or so. Bugs, nose itching. To pick up, but I wanted to let you all know and show you what I picked up. It's a second owner, so I'm the third owner now of a wonderful red JDM historic car. But what I also want to do is introduce kind of some ideas and thoughts and everything. So I still have goals to find and get another car, which hopefully will show up. That's my New Year's resolution, to find it in a few months or so. To find it in a few years or so. I'm hoping, before the prices go up, I'll be able to find one, get lucky. Some have been out and about and able to get, but they're still just so expensive. So I'm trying to find that diamond in the rough, the good deal, someone that wants to let that particular car go for a decent price. Anyways, but I just wanted to say thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing, comment, like. And this is just a little side project, a side channel that I like to show. Like I mentioned before in my first introduction video, I want to try to do some maintenance kind of things and show folks, just kind of everyday stuff, how to change air filters or maybe check oil, do little mods here and there on the cars, and just kind of show you in general like some ins and outs of certain chassis, certain cars, certain models that maybe you haven't seen or checked out or noticed and everything. And so with that in mind, let me show you what I was able to pick up. Alright guys, welcome to the newest addition to the fleet. This here is if you haven't guessed already, an S14 chassis code, and model designation is 240SX. Out in Japan, they had the turbocharged versions with the SR20 and the CR18 engines. But out here in the U.S., of course, because of smog and federal governments and such, we got the lower-powered, non-turboed version, naturally aspirated KA24DE engines. But this was one of the latest additions to the fleet here. I was able to pick this up from the second owner. This has about 183,000 miles on it. And as you know, it's a four-lug. It's a four-lug. It's all right. We like them. Plans are to do a 5-lug swap, and get obviously some newer wheels. I've been toying with ideas of kind of doing subframes or something like that. I'm not gonna do like a engine swap on it yet because I still have to keep it manual, because it's gonna be kind of like an emergency car if my mother-in-law needs to. I don't know if you can see that. That's kind of cool. Ichinon 7358, part number for the rear lights. But I have to keep it a automatic for my mother-in-law because she doesn't drive manual. It's kind of like a be emergency car if needed. But yeah, as you can tell, it does need a new paint job. It definitely has some wear and tear over the years. So, it's just one of those things. Needs some some hands on it, some cleaning. Um, but the dash is not cracked, which is insane for these types of cars for this year. Um, security first, boys and girls. Um, we got little 240SX floor mast, pretty sweet. Airbag, of course. So a few little projects too that I want to show on the channel is, for some reason, my AC kind of works on and off sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not sure what's up with that. Sometimes it will blow, sometimes it won't. And then no power to the stereo. I want to say these are probably just relays. Probably just need some new relays or something. But overall, just some work needed. I want to see if I can get a armrest, because this is cracked in here, so that's why it's got that little dent. But overall, the second owner, she took really good care of it. Kept it in her garage, thankfully, so there's no crackage. Interior is generally really, don't mind my sweater, pretty freaking mint. I want to get rid of this old tint and put some new tint on. But overall, I mean, it's in really good shape. The plastics and such, like, she did a really good job taking care of it. And so this is kind of like one thing to kind of tell you about. Kind of keep steadfast. I first saw this car where I used to work in the parking lot, and then through conversation, everything, and from work, I met the owner, and asked her, of course, if she was interested in letting it go and selling it. At the time, about almost 2.5 or so years ago, she was not ready to let it go. She did not want to sell it. So she didn't want to sell it. As I would talk to her throughout the year, casually bringing it up, hey, just want to let you know I'm still interested in the car. If you ever want to let it go, you ever decide to let it go, please let me know. And so, come 2-ish something years later, I was helping her out because I work in IT. I was helping her out with her system, and she mentioned, "Oh, remember my little red car and stuff? Well, I think I might be, time to let it go." So, after a few more months and everything, I actually ended up picking up this car, and I mean, what a find! I keep it in my garage, of course, just to kind of keep the dash nice and clean. Um, Car cover on top of everything, just to kind of keep the interior nice. The exterior obviously needs paint work, and the seals around the windshields are deteriorating because it's old rubber. It's gonna happen. So plans are to maybe get an exhaust. I mean, it's still the stock engine with almost 200,000 miles on it, and it actually still feels rather good. And I'll show you some video of the interior here in a second. But it's one of those cars that you kind of want to hang on to, keep in a good shape. And like I was mentioning before, I like taking my kids out to little drives here and there. I want to go over this a little bit more before I take it on slightly longer drives to maybe slightly farther car shows and meets. But for now, we just kind of hop in it, and we cruise to get some donuts and lunch and whatnot. And the kids love it. They love kind of sitting in there. It is tough for some kids to sit in the back with their car seats. It's a little snug. Not gonna lie, it's a little uncomfortable, but that goes with the territory. When you've got a small, mostly two-seater coupes, and just tiny seats in the back and everything. So yeah, this is one of my cars that I will hopefully have more videos of in the future on the channel. That's what I'm planning. Some maintenance, maybe getting a cool little exhaust on it. Nothing too ricey, just kind of some fun kind of upgrades and some fixes along the way. I think the stereo is good. I may change it out later, I don't know, but first I have to address the power issue. I think what it is just a fuse because it's not getting any power when I start it up. And then the tachometer does a little funky flip back and forth thing, so we got to fix that. Which it's not a big deal. I mean, like, I don't need to know like what type of RPM I'm running at. But you know, it's just one of those things where you drive and you hear it like clicking every so often because it winds all the way over and then it goes bonk 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 on the stopper. But the AC and heat, kind of basically that fan, is what I want to kind of fix too. So out in California, it's nice to have some AC when you want to cruise. I'm eventually going to need some window runners or motors, I want to say, because this does have motorized windows. However, I can feel that the windows kind of want to, or the switch, it's not very snug. So sometimes when I'm driving, I feel the window kind of moving around and bopping around in the guide. And I'm afraid the window's just going to drop and just shatter inside. So I want to kind of get something like that motor fixed or the guide fixed and the switch, because the switch is a little loose. It's real loose on there. But let's see. Yeah, just kind of start with little more little maintenance items here and there before I tackle opening the side door panel. That I'm always worried, because you always hear the horror stories is when you take it off and then you reattach the panels that there's like more squeaks and everything, because just it doesn't sit well and connect correctly. So that's what I'm afraid of, hearing more creaks and groans. But it's an older car. It's a 95 four lug, so it's not an SE, and it's just a four lug car with those older style. I think they're trying to make it look like a two-piece wheel with the screws on them. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find maybe some OEM wheels, or aftermarket wheels, maybe some NKs. But I want to go 5 lug if I can, trying to find those hubs for a decent price. But yeah, so this is one of the newest additions to the fleet. It's a fun little cruiser car just to have fun, take the family out to little joy rides here and there, and maybe do some car shows, and bring it to some meets and stuff. So maybe I can meet some other S14 drivers and owners and everything, and basically kind of introduce my car as now I'm the 3rd owner of it, and keeping it kind of original, but with some tasteful mods to come. Alright, friends and fam, I'll show you actually I bought that car before this one, so I will show you that in a second, which is basically the new daily driver. But stay tuned, and we'll see you in just a few. Alright, friends and family, we are back. So this is the second acquisition that I was, actually it was the first one that I picked up before I picked up the S14. And this is taking me back to my Toyota days. We had to go with the plug-in hybrid. If you guys can't tell from the body shape already, we are doing Toyota power with the BAM Prius Prime. It's a gray metallic, and let me try to get a better wide view here. So this is my daily. This is basically what I picked up to take me to work, obviously, for the daily. And I got this as basically a reliable driver for when I started my new job. I'm working a little bit farther than where I used to. I started about 3 or so months ago. And so I needed something to kind of help with the gas mileage. My old Civic wasn't cutting it. And I ended up kind of splurging and paying for this guy, to buy this guy here. And So far, I'm really liking it. Like it grew on me. I didn't think I would like it as much, but you know what? It's a cool car. It's a fun, just a it's a boring driving car, but it's got nice amenities and everything. Really, really comfortable seats. So I just want to introduce you to the new daily. We'll do little things here and there. Maintenance and stuff on this. Let me know if you want to see more, what you want to see more of this guy. But of course, let me know what you want to see with the S14 with Sylvia Red. I haven't thought of a name for the car yet. So far, I've been going with Sylvia. Pretty original, right? I know. Yeah, it's been done before. But I'm trying to figure out what I might want to do. What I want to um, name the S14. And but I really love the gray on this. I don't know if you can tell in the light hitting it, and it's dirty as sin right now. So I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna wash it today. But the metallic flake is really nice on this. If you could see, I'm digging it. I never really liked it that much, and then in a certain light, when you walk over, it looks silverish. If that makes sense. And you can kind of tell some of the light change. Maybe, I don't know. I'm filming this on my Pixel 3. But yeah, I mean it's a cool gray with the metallic flake. Anyways, this is going to be washed, but I just wanted to tune you guys in on what my acquisitions were. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Comment, like, spread the word, share. I'm just doing this just to show you all just little kind of everyday kind of journeys into new car platforms, and earlier older car platforms, and just to kind of give you guys a little bit of viewing. This video is probably going to be the longest one that I've had so far. I don't have the Mustang anymore. I ended up selling it to my good friend. And so that was to make room for other cars, let's just say. So I have one that I've been working on trying to get. Teaser. Just to I want to get one before the market gets crazy expensive in price for them. And that's the fourth gen Supra, the MK4. I'm looking for a factory 6-speed if possible, but if not, I'll build it up. I've already bought some parts for it, wheels, transmission, everything. But if I can get a factory 6-speed project or a shell or something like that, that'd be kind of cool too. But I'm trying to find one of those because it's always been a dream car of mine as well, like many others in yours, I'm assuming. Who doesn't love the body style? But that super tax is a killer. Everybody's jacking up the price like 5 to 10 grand more than they should be selling for, in my opinion. If you have one, that's great. Your investment is rising. But for the average guy, like I would love to pick up one for a decent price without paying an arm and a leg. But I'm trying to find one, so hopefully I will get one for for us to show on the channel and everything. That one's going to be, I think, really small too for the kids to fit in. Hopefully they won't be needing their booster seats and stuff as long as they are. Hopefully they'll grow out of them. At the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, these kids are growing fast. But until then, guys, until we meet again, thanks for tuning in, thanks for subbing, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around with this video. More little maintenance videos to come in the future in 2020. I hope you all have a great, amazing new year, and it brings you all your wishes and prosperity that you want. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to say smash the like button. Please delicately hit that like button, and we will see you on the next video. Take care until we meet again.